UFC 323 just went down, and it was one of the most strangest and impactful cards of the year. We now have two new champs. At 125 we have Joshua Van, and at 135 we have Petr Yan. Both beat long-reigning champs to get the belt. Now obviously Petr Yan deserves to take the belt from Merab, but you could not say the same about Joshua Van. Van versus Pantoja was going to be an amazing fight. He was a young and hungry fighter versus an experienced long-reigning champion. And within the first 20 seconds, the title that this was going to be an amazing fight was actually coming true. Pantoja came out pressuring Van with some heavy leg kicks and overhands. Pantoja came out very strong and fast. Joshua Van looked strong in the clinch, controlling Pantoja and eating some knees while he was in there. Then exactly 20 seconds in, at the 4:40 mark in the first round, Pantoja throws a head kick that is caught and controlled by Joshua Van. Van pushed Pantoja to the ground, and as Pantoja put his arm out to save himself, it looked like his elbow dislocated. After the fight, the UFC said it was actually his shoulder that got dislocated. This was a brutal injury, and it was super sad to see Pantoja lose like this. But since Van technically caused Pantoja to get pushed down and injured, he is the winner. And this is how Joshua Van became the flyweight champion. Now this is a super sad way to become champion, and I kind of thought Joshua Van was going to be sulking around the octagon, but he did not act like it. Him and his family acted like he just knocked Pantoja out cold. Now in an interview, Van did say he didn't want the fight to go that way, but obviously he wasn't too worried about it. At the end of the day, he is the champ and he has the belt. I mean, what do you want this dude to do? I mean, him and his family are in the octagon, they're celebrating. I mean, you want him to not? I mean, he just got handed the belt. And I mean, if you think of it selfishly, it is perfect situation for Van. No damage, no injuries, and he gets the belt handed to him like nothing. Now, obviously, all the haters are coming in saying that Van is a fake champion. Do I think he's a real champion? No. Technically he's the champion, but if you're fighting a guy like Alexandre Pantoja, the second best flyweight of all time, you need to prove that you are the guy to beat him. But unfortunately for Van, he didn't even have enough time to prove that. Maybe if the injury happened a little later in the fight and Van had time to prove himself, or if it wasn't the champion Alexandre Pantoja, but it's just hard to say Joshua Van is the best 125er right now. No discredit to Joshua Van, he's the champion, technically, but at the end of the day, he just did not have enough time to prove himself. Now, what I think is going to happen for the flyweight division, they'll probably make Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira until Pantoja comes back if the injury's that bad. We're not really sure yet. They're probably doing more scans as we speak, so we'll get a better timeline on when Pantoja will come back. But Dana said Joshua Van will most likely be defending his title first. Anyway, tell me in the comments below if you guys think Joshua Van is a real champion. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.